If you're researching window film for commercial buildings, this is the video for you. My name is Brad Campbell, CEO of Campbell Window Film here in Los Angeles, California. I built this business over 30 years based on the simple premise of making this process simple and more efficient. There's a lot of componentry involved in getting a window film project through from conception to completion, including the rebates, and I'm going to cover all that on this episode of 2 Minutes on Film. In order to get a commercial window film project through from conception to completion, including the rebate, you're going to need three main components. You're going to need an energy consulting firm to help you with the energy analysis. You're going to have to prove the numbers to everyone involved, including everyone inside your company and the ownership through to the utility company. So first and foremost, you have to make a determination as to whether or not this building is a candidate for window film or not. Now, there may be other reasons why you would tint the windows in a building. It's not just about energy savings. So even if the energy savings didn't prove out, but you can improve tenant comfort, it may still be a viable project. But 9 times out of 10, a project will not move forward unless there's substantial savings that is quantifiable. The second component is project management. Many building engineers or property managers want to hire a window film company directly, not realizing all of the different aspects of the project. And then once they get into it, they realize they're not getting the information that they need to get the project approved, and then they end up hiring an energy consulting firm and then a general contractor in order to manage the project and the logistics, including furniture moving and all of the scheduling and other aspects, including parking and security protocol. There has to be very efficient project management to make the project go smooth. And then of course you do need expert window film installation skills, because you cannot go back to previous floors. Once you come off of a floor, everything goes back up against the glass. All of the tenant items and furniture and IT gets reinstalled, and you do not want to go back. And especially if there's been furniture disassembled and reassembled and blinds removed, it can be a real disaster. So the quality control from the window film company has to be exquisite. So that is the three main components: energy consulting, project management, and expert installation. So at Campbell, we have combined all three of those components into one company, and we've refined that process over and over and over again to now we believe it is the most efficient commercial window film process available anywhere. The first component of a successful window film job is the energy consulting. At Campbell, we're going to come in and do a complete lightning rods to basement assessment of your building. This is going to include identifying the glass type, any coatings that are on the glass, accessibility issues, windows that are either walled over or built-in furniture, just overall accessibility to the glass. And then we're going to need to run a very thorough needs assessment with you and your engineer to determine what problems you're finding in the building, and no one knows your building better than you, so we're going to work with you to do a detailed needs assessment. Once we have done a thorough survey and a needs assessment, we're going to get the energy data, the current energy usage from you for the last 12 months. We're then going to take all the information that we gather from the needs assessment and the building survey and enter it into our building modeling software called eFilm. eFilm is a very sophisticated program. It's going to run a detailed hour-by-hour analysis for an entire year based on the local geographic weather station closest to your building and all the information that we've put into it. It's then going to render a report that we'll compare to your energy usage. If the reports match, we know we have a calibrated report. If it doesn't match, we're going to look deeper and find out what energy efficient measures or what occupancy or other parameters may be causing an inaccurate report. Once we've calibrated the report, we're going to then virtually add window film into the program and rerun the rendering. You're going to notice the kWh or the kilowatt hours drop significantly because of the window film. Your windows are the Achilles heel of your building envelope. That's where all the heat's coming in. So once we shore up the windows with energy efficient window film, the heat can't get in, so you don't get the heat buildup, and your HVAC system is going to work a lot less in order to keep the building cool. That's how window film works. So when we see the kWh lower, the delta between your current usage and your lower virtual usage, that delta is your savings. That's where your rebate is going to come from, and that's where your ROI is going to come from. So we're really going to focus on that, and we're going to put it into a report that you can pass all around your organization to get approval internally. We're also going to take that report and give it to the utility company, who is going to analyze it down to the kilowatt hour. Believe me, they're going to run their own report, and they're going to compare the two. Once they concur that the report is correct, they're going to give you an approval letter. That's basically your government endorsement that you have an energy efficient project that's going to work, that's going to significantly reduce the demand on the grid and on your utility demand, and they want to incentivize you to do that. So once you have an approval letter, it's time to begin construction. Campbell Window Film will do a pre-walkthrough. We're going to look at every single suite and every floor of the building. We're going to make a detailed list of where any furnishings or other difficult items that are going to inhibit access are located, so that we can plan accordingly ahead of time. Once the schedule is set, we want to make sure that the tenants are not disrupted or have to move everything again because of poor planning. We're not going to do that to you. We're going to make sure that we know exactly where all of the sticking points are before we begin the project so that we can address them methodically as we go through. You're going to also see significantly fewer complaints. In fact, all of the whack-a-mole, hot and cold spot temperature imbalances in the building are going to go away. Window film is the great equalizer when it comes to temperature imbalances. Tenants are going to be more comfortable, everything's going to calm down for your engineering department. Now it's time to go back to the utility company to make sure that we're going to get your final rebate check to you as timely as possible. Generally speaking, we do correspondences with the utility company, including the post-inspection, and all of the details they're going to need to make sure that they have the information that confirms for all of their checks and balances that the window film was installed properly and that you got what we agreed to in the contract. That's when you get your rebate check. Now we've got case studies, including City National Plaza, that had a 1.6 million kWh savings in only 9 months. That saved them $300,000 in 9 months. That paid for the whole entire window film project on 2 sides of 2 towers. And the tenant comfort is through the roof. They're so happy. In fact, you can look in the link, or if you're on our website, look at our case studies page to see a detailed interview with Michael Brooks, the operations manager at City National Plaza, where he discusses in detail the process and working with Campbell. I hope you found this information useful. If you have any questions, give us a call. I'll put the number right here on the screen. We'd love to help you with your project. We do service any large commercial project anywhere in the United States. So feel free to give us a call, shoot us an email, fill out a form on our website. We'll get right back to you. I want this process to be easy. I want it to go very smoothly for you. Thanks so much for watching.